Hey guys, Casey here with Casey Studios, and today we're going to be unboxing a Mavic Pro. Now I know there's a million jillion unboxings already on YouTube, but I figure what the hell, let's just do another one for fun. Alright, let's check it out guys. Okay guys, let's open this bad boy up. So, nice fresh box. Let's pull off the tape back here. And it looks like I've got to get the handle out of the way. Alright, check it out guys. So, we've got the Mavic right here. I've seen it, I know what it looks like. Let's pull that out. Very small, you know, see I have about, average size hands, and this thing is really, not much bigger than the size of the palms of my hands. So, and looks like two of the propellers are already on. I thought I was going to have to install all of them. And let's see if the other propellers are underneath. And I can feel it in there. And this looks like the propellers. Ah, yes, this is it. Oh, it looks like there's extras in there. It must be two sets of propellers. And I ordered more anyway, so there we go. Now, I actually ordered this machine because my DJI Phantom Advanced Quadcopter went MIA on me while I was flying over the ocean, and I have no idea where it went with only about 25% battery life left in my machine at the time. I'm assuming that it probably went into the ocean, but at that point I lost visual. So I'm going to try and figure out what happened there. A little online research. Maybe you guys can leave me some comments. So let's take a look over here. We've got that little piece of paper with a picture of a electrical plug on it. And it seems to be filled up with some cords. Here's, looks like a power cord of some kind. And this looks like something you might want to plug into an Android. Here is a couple more small plugs. And, no, I don't think any of these are for iPhones. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a little iPhone plug in there. Okay, well that's what I got so far. Let's take a look over here. Here's the controller. It's got this little foam thing on it. Alright, that's cool. Look at these controllers. It's so light. You know, I've used the big ones. Let's grab the, because I didn't really feel like I absolutely needed another drone, but, I think that is definitely an improvement. So here's the Phantom controller for the advanced quadcopter, and compare the size here. This thing is a monster compared to the Mavic controller. Look at the size difference here. Just like that. Okay. Now underneath there seems to be a little piece of cardboard. It's got something in it. Let's take a look. Oh, and here's our instructions. Yeah, nice little booklets here. DJI Care Refresh. I did not get DJI Care because I guess I just don't care. And here is the rest of our power. Now let's see how much charge this thing came with in the box, because I know it's important for some people. They want to take it out of the box and fly it right away. Now, I actually ordered a battery ahead of time and was able to charge it ahead of time, so I can swap it out. But let's push this little button here. It says turn on off the power, and then a bunch of writing I can't understand. Alright, looks like it came a little less than half charge. I don't know, let's see if you can see that light right there. Yeah. So don't think you're going to fly this right out of the box. You're going to want to charge it. Now, I don't know how charged the controller is. Let's see if I can figure that out. We'll turn it on. Battery, 37%. So it looks like I'm out of luck for now, too. I'm going to have to charge the battery. Now, I don't know what's up with this little control. Oh, no, that's actually just fine. There's a little... let's see, a little screen protector looks like it's on there, and it's making this button look like it's a little off, but I think the screen protector is actually what's off. Controller looks like it's in great shape. Everything feels quality. Now let's open this up. I've never done this before, not even practicing ahead of time for you guys, so let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see. Okay, spring loaded. Now, Yeah, it feels like it's made of plastic, but it's heavy, and it doesn't feel chintzy. It feels pretty sturdy, which is what I've heard, but it's good to hear it from somebody else sometimes, because you just don't know about some of these folks online sometimes. Okay, here we go. Let's open up the leg. I'm just calling it the leg because it looks like it's on the bottom. Okay, now it opens downward, it looks like. Okay, I thought it was going to open the same, but that makes sense. All right. Wow, I can't believe it. Look at this thing. This thing is pretty neato. So these propellers are quite a bit smaller. Not just in length, but also in thickness. I can feel that they're quite a bit lighter and thinner altogether. I mean, this machine is a lot smaller and lighter, so it makes sense. And motors look very similar. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to put a couple of the propellers on there and see how easy that is. Now, this is somebody who's never done this before, so you have a better idea what to expect. Of course, if you've seen this video, you'll know more clearly how to do it. I have not watched anybody actually put these on. Now, looks like this is going to be the bottom, right here with these little plastic hooks. And we're going to go ahead and just fit that on there like that. There's a spring, so I'm going to push this spring in there. It looks pretty self-explanatory. Push these hooks down so that they are latched in there. Let's see, turn it left or right? That's the question, though. Counterclockwise, like the arrows are pointing here for a lock. There we go. Very subtle difference, just like the DJI Phantoms. Propellers have designated spots on the aircraft, so we'll work on that together here. All right, now that was easy. Easy once I had it on right. Just have to have the right propellers. And since it's got the little circle on it, and now that makes the most sense. Okay, so now let's fold it up and see what it looks like when it's folded up. See if it's pretty easy to. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wind this back around over here, like that. Oh, it's got a little piece of plastic right there, a little covering. Wow, they really think of everything here. Fold this down like that, and let's fold these back. Wow, and then this is just how easy it's going to be for this guy. And I'll pull this guy off. Came with this strange rubber thing over here. I'm going to move the camera just up a little bit because I seem to be missing a lot of the shots here. Okay, so this strange rubber thing was on the gimbal guard, and check out the little gimbal guard. That's neato. Let's pull that off. Okay, looks like there's a little plastic lever here. And, oh, what's this? It's like a little tab of some kind. Oh, and then there's actually another gimbal guard here. Maybe this is the gimbal cover and this is the gimbal guard. I'm gonna go ahead and slip that out. All right. And it looks like, okay, here we got a little bit of cover here. I'm trying to pull that tape off here, whatever this is, on the back of the gimbal. And this thing just, it feels, it's a little bouncy thing. There seems to be a whole mess of stuff going on up below here. Not really that big of a mess, it's just a bunch of little things. Now I'm going to go ahead and register my Mavic online on the FAA website, and then we'll take it off for its maiden voyage. Alright, so I almost got scammed. $200 for business license to register my drone, and thankfully I called the FAA. It seemed a little steep, and I thought it was supposed to be $5, and maybe I was mistaken. Anyway, I just activated my Mavic Pro, and everything seems to be looking good. I have never flown the Mavic before. I've flown the Phantom 3 Advanced quadcopter for about a year. And let's take a look. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see. Can we see it? Let's go up a little bit here. Yep, there's an obstacle. That's us. So, working great. Took off like a breeze. Oh, let's turn that down a little bit. So it's sensing that there's an obstacle here, and that's us. Took off real easily, no problem at all. Started default 4K at 30 frames per second. Sounds good to me. Let's fly it around a little bit. We got our neighbor Ted. Let's go see what's going on at Ted's house. Looks like Ted's been chopping wood. So, the Mavic wouldn't hit my camera. I wasn't going to let it, but it started slowing down before I had the opportunity to stop it. This thing is a lot tighter, the steering, than the Phantom 3 Advanced. I'm assuming the Phantom 3 Advanced is about the same as the Professional. Let's get close to the ground and see what happens. See how well the sensors work. Alright, well, it stopped right there. Wouldn't let me go any further down. It's a good 2.5 feet above the deck. So far, this thing is so stinking rock steady, I can't even believe it. I really like to catch my quads, especially since this one doesn't have very good landing gear. Just because a lot of times I'm going to be climbing around on the mountains and hiking around with these things, and you know, catching isn't exactly the best way, but it sometimes is the only way to get your quad landed. So let's give it a shot. So it looks like I might be having a little trouble doing it the way I did it with the Phantom. With the holding on to the bottom, the sensors can tell. I'll just try to land it regularly and see what happens. All right, let's try this again. Okay. So you can capture it, but there's two little sensors on the bottom. You know, I can't really show it very well right here. Let's see. Yeah, those two. And if you have your hands anywhere near that, it'll start taking off, trying to get away from your hand, thinking it's an obstacle or the ground or something. This thing is just, it's like super high performance, it feels like, compared to the Phantom 3. Here's what we learned from our unboxing and testing today of the DJI's Mavic Pro. Everything came in the box like it was supposed to. Everything charged up pretty quickly. Seemed like the controller didn't take even a full 2 hours. It was 30%, but it seemed like it took about maybe 1 hour. So it should have taken a little bit longer. But got the Mavic put together pretty easily. It folds and unfolds great. Took it outside and it just blew my mind. Boom. This thing was a lot better than I anticipated. I knew it was going to be a little steadier, but you know, having flown the Phantom 3 for a year and spent many hours just flying that thing around the ocean and mountains and all that, this thing is awesome. And I named mine, by the way. I called it Little Happy because it's a little happy flyer. When my Phantom disappeared, I felt a little sad, like I actually lost like a little friend. And these things, they kind of grow on you, you know. These kind of wave. Are you gonna wave, little buddy? Okay. All right, guys. Until next time. I'm Casey Felton.